Cae một tiếp phải nó lên.
What you putting on, white? You can wear white, that's cool. You can wear white, that's cool.
Either of these two schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No, a return. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And that spin move kept the play alive and let this guy pick up a few extra yards. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's high. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
How about that call? You're right around midfield, fourth down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
Slithers into space. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. Guys, let's chat about Florida. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
That's a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
10th play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. LSU right back to the line. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams, because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third. Firing to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Quick release by the QB. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play. The grab.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on a little roll.
Complete to the left. Here he goes. Touchdown, Florida. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to fire on second down. Time to take a shot. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Fighting off the defender. There he goes. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Rides the back and leaves it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? LSU quick to the line. The give on the option. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by 7 over South Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Turning it on. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Got his man downfield. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating, too.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patters. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Finding an escape route. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Wants to go up top. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. And they weren't able to make the connection they were looking for, an explosive play. The Gators will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown.
Snatch it on the right. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Working that left side now. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. That pressure was on him quicker than a hiccup, and down he goes with a sack.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the 1st half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd downs are a huge determining factor in winning and losing games. And what a great play by the defense that time. Going up against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the entire country. Great job breaking on the ball and helping force the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Motion from the back. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. 1st half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Unloads quickly. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good. kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged out of the air. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Gators are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking downfield very late in the half. Trying to get behind the defense. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown Gators. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half. When you got to have it, execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Pulls and fires complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Direct snap. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect...
Oh, he's got some space. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field. That's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion. LSU right back to the line. Just keeps slinging it. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Fast completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. It's complete on the right side. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the 1st down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got him this time. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. They'll try to get it through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Once you start to get down towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Firing to the right, complete. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He's got his man. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
To the air on second down. He's got it. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. A little release to the back. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. He might want another play. Wants to throw again. Got a man. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space.
A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Here we go, folks. One of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going.